So, what happens when a city's best laid plans clash? I mean, when a detailed vision for a greener, healthier future runs straight into a plan for development and traffic. Well, that's exactly the story playing out right now in Hammond, Indiana. It's a city staring down two completely different paths for its future. Okay, let's get into it. On the one hand, you've got the industrial reality of Hammond, and on the other, this beautiful, dense urban forest. But you see that little pink ribbon? That's a survey stake, and it represents a potential new road, one that's planned to cut right through the heart of the city's green ambitions. This, right here, pretty much sums up the entire conflict. To really get what's going on, you gotta understand Hammond. It's in northwest Indiana, and it's one of the most industrialized regions in the entire United States. We're talking a heavy concentration of manufacturing, steel mills, refineries, the whole nine yards. And all that industry for all those years has really left its mark. You've got significant air pollution, and the infrastructure that comes with it, highways and railways, has really taken a toll on the city's tree cover over time. And look, this isn't just some abstract thing about smokestacks and trees. It has a real impact on people. In fact, get this, every single part of Hammond is officially recognized as a disadvantaged environmental justice community. That means its 77,000 residents are dealing with way more than their fair share of these environmental problems. And you can literally see it on streets like this one. Sure, there are some trees, but huge parts of the city just don't have that thick, leafy canopy that helps fight pollution and cool things down. And this is the exact problem the city decided it needed to fix. So what did they do? They came up with a really ambitious solution: the Hammond Urban Forest Management Plan. It's this incredibly detailed strategy to basically re-green the entire city and, in the process, make life better for everyone who lives there. And when I say ambitious, I mean really ambitious. Right now, the city's tree canopy is just 16%. The plan's goal? 40%. That is a massive jump. It's a plan for a genuine citywide transformation. But the plan is actually smarter than just plant more trees. It's about planting the right trees. See, right now, maples make up 35% of the city's forest, which is way over the recommended 20% limit. Having too much of one thing makes the whole forest vulnerable to pests and disease. So the goal here isn't just about getting more trees. It's about building a stronger, more resilient ecosystem. And the goals are crystal clear. Yeah, increase the tree canopy, that's number one. But it's also about restoring natural habitats, directly improving public health, and helping to manage all that stormwater runoff. These are all huge, tangible benefits for an urban area like Hammond. Okay, so you've got this great green plan taking shape. But then something else comes into the picture, a totally different kind of project called the Governor's Parkway. On paper, the Parkway is supposed to help with traffic and open up the area for new businesses. Stuff that sounds pretty good to any city. It's a different idea of progress, right? One measured by cars and commerce. And that's when people started noticing these. Tucked away in the woods, these little survey markers started popping up, giving the first real clues about where this new road was actually headed. And if you follow these markers, they don't just hug the edge of the woods. No, they lead you deeper and deeper in, tracing a very clear path right through the middle of all those trees. And that's when it becomes impossible to ignore. The planned route for this parkway isn't going around the forest. It's plowing straight through it, putting the very same trees the city's other plan is trying to protect right in the crosshairs. So here we are. This is the collision point. Two completely different visions for what Hammond's future should be meeting head-on. I mean, let's just break it down, because the contradiction here is just wow. The forest plan aims to increase the tree canopy. The parkway requires removing trees. The plan wants to restore habitat. The parkway will obviously cause habitat loss. The plan uses trees to manage stormwater. A new road creates more hard surfaces and increases runoff. They are in direct opposition. So what are we really talking about losing here? Because this goes way beyond just losing some nice scenery. The city's own data shows the real dollars and cents value that this forest provides every single year. Let's start with water. Just the public trees that the city has inventoried, not even all of them, manage almost 800,000 gallons of stormwater every year. That is a huge, totally free service that takes a massive strain off the city's drainage systems. And it's not just water.
Those same trees provide nearly $40,000 worth of air quality improvements every year by filtering the very air that residents breathe.
And when you add everything up, all the environmental benefits from just those inventoried public trees comes out to over $62,000 every single year. And that is the value that's on the chopping block if this road goes through. Which brings us to the fundamental dilemma. Hammond is quite literally at a crossroads. It has to choose between two very different definitions of what progress looks like. And you know, the most fascinating part of all of this? The city's own urban forest management plan says it perfectly. The amount of urban tree canopy directly influences the economic, environmental, and social benefit a community receives. They wrote that themselves. The question is, will they listen to their own advice? So we're left with this big question. It's a challenge cities all over the world are facing. But for Hammond, the choice is right here, right now. Is the path forward going to be paved with asphalt? Or will it be lined with trees, following that other, very deliberate plan for a greener, healthier future? The choice they make will define their city for years to come.